Okay, so you just gave your kid soda with vitamin C, basically. I'm not saying don't ever eat bananas or don't ever drink orange juice, but just be aware of the effect that it's going to have on you when you put something really sugary like that in your body. Something that's maybe a little more lower glycemic index, maybe like an apple. Because if you just look at a banana compared to an apple has a tougher skin. It's a little bit harder for your body to break it down. So it's not going to give you quite as much of an effect here. So when we're eating paleo, the carbs that we do get, we want to try and keep them low glycemic index, stuff that's not going to make our blood sugar go through the roof. And you know, I could name a few. I mean, apples are kind of like my go-to fruit or carb. Another one I like. Go ahead.
Would you say eating a banana like before the workout, would that be okay?
Now, I'm going to get into pre and post WOD nutrition a little bit down the road. Before the workout, I'm not a huge fan of the banana because it's going to get you here, and then as soon as you start doing like a bunch of thrusters or you get on the rowing machine and go, you're going to burn it up like that. But just for post WOD nutrition, it's great. I like bananas for post WOD. I'll get into that down the road. Good question. Carbs that my go-to carbs, sweet potatoes are good. Butternut squash, I keep it pretty simple. If it's not custom fit meals, I'm pretty much eating a meat, a sweet potato, and some veggies. But you see a lot of with the custom fit meals, a lot of the stuff they have, the carbs that are in there are low glycemic index. So just keep that in mind. And if you don't know, if you're not sure about a food, you guys all have Google probably on your phone. You can be like, what is the glycemic index of this food? And the website will pop up and it'll be like on a graph right there for you. It'll answer your question. But if you don't know, you can ask me too. I might know. So when talking about carbs, the way our body uses them in relation to our metabolism, I think of carbs like throwing paper on a fire. It's going to burn up right away. You're going to get a big flash of energy and then it's gone. Not really a good way to fuel your body. And, you know, so it's been drilled into us. Fat is what makes us fat. I would disagree. I would say carbs, especially sugar, is what's going to make you fat. Okay, so enough on carbs for now. Next thing we'll talk about is fat. So I want you guys to get out of the mindset that fat is bad for you. Yes, some fats are better for you than others, but if you want to get your body to burn fat, you need to consume it. So like we talked about with fats versus carbs, if your body has both fats and carbs present, and it has the choice of which one it's going to burn, it's always going to burn carbs first, and it's going to leave the fat, maybe store it even. So if we restrict those carbs a little bit and we're consuming fat, our body is going to naturally adapt and get good at burning fat. Does that make sense? I mean, our body's just constantly adapting to the environment we put it in. So if we get used to consuming fat, our body gets used to burning fat, which is a good thing. That's what we all want, because whoever wins this body transformation challenge is probably going to get like $200.
But it's not about the money.
It's not about the money. But hey, sometimes we all need a little extra motivation. I was really on the fence about putting the money on there. I was like, yeah, we'll just do it. Okay, so fat. It works well. Works really well as a fuel for our body. And the reason, you guys know, you notice when you eat something that has a lot of fat, it makes you feel full for a while? Mm-hmm. That's a good thing. The purpose of eating is to put energy into our body and make us feel full, not that hungry feeling all the time. Like when people are like, what is it? There's 100 calorie packs or whatever. They're like cookies and brownies. Like, oh, I only had 100 calories. Like, if you want something that's low calorie, drink water and breathe air because there are no calories in it. But to me, the purpose of eating is to put calories and energy and nutrients into my body. So counting calories, that's not that big. That's not that important to me. The purpose of eating is to get calories. So why do we want to try and restrict them so much? Now, that's not a free pass to just go eat thousands and thousands of calories, but I want to get you guys focusing more on quality than on calories. So, when you eat something that's high fat, it makes you feel full for a while. What that looks like as far as your blood sugar is concerned, it's going to be something a lot more like this. And wouldn't we all rather feel like this than like this? This is having a good amount of energy all day long, feeling good all day long, feeling the same, not feeling like, you know, you need a snack or you need a cup of coffee every 15 minutes to stay awake. When we get our body used to burning fat, this is where you're going to be. Now, it might take you a little while to get there at first, but this is what we're shooting for. And this keeps you, you know, again, if we draw that dotted line across there, this keeps you from dipping into that storage mode, and it keeps you in burning mode the whole time. Or, you know, if you don't have weight to lose, it just keeps you that nice baseline. So not only is fat a great source of energy for our bodies, it also is absolutely necessary for our bodies have to have fat to create some of our hormones. Guys, testosterone, if you don't have fat, you can't create testosterone. So it's important. As far as healthy kinds of fat, the omega-3, which we probably all heard, omega-3 is a good, healthy source of fat. That's the only supplements that I take the omega-3 and the whey protein. When you guys ask me what supplements I take, that's it, omega-3 protein. So omega-3 is good. It's also good getting back to that inflammation. Omega-3 acts as a natural anti-inflammatory in our body. More on that down the road. Some healthy sources of good fat. One of my favorites is olive oil. Walnut oil is another one. Coconut oil is pretty decent. The ones we want to stay away from, vegetable oil. All you guys, you have your homework assignment tonight. If you have vegetable oil in your house, throw it away. Replace it with something else. Now, olive oil is maybe not the best one to cook with because as you heat it up, it loses its properties that we want. It loses its good properties. So what it works really well for is putting it on salad, maybe throwing it in with a shake. I know that might sound gross to some of you guys. I do it. I think it's good. I'll put olive oil on just about anything. It's an easy way to get some more calories for some of us that need it. And it helps you feel a little bit more level, feel a little bit more full after a meal, because you can't just eat a salad. Like, you eat a salad with chicken, like, okay, you had lettuce and chicken, and now you want to come in and, do 30 power cleans and 30 box jumps and then row 1,000. Not going to happen. You've got to put some fuel into your body. So again, with the fat, get out of that mindset that fat is bad for you. There are good fats. Just stay away from the vegetable oils, the trans fats. What are some other ones? You guys, who that eats paleo? Walnut oil is delicious. Yeah, walnut oil I think can go a little bit higher temp. Coconut oil can go pretty high before it becomes bad. Coconut oil is what I usually cook with. You know what else is good? Butter. Don't let anybody tell you that butter is bad. I'm serious. Now, I can't believe it's not butter spray and all that stuff. Margarine, all this stuff, light butter, anything light, don't do that. Just stay away from the light. Unless maybe you're drinking beer, then maybe Bud Light.